Hey guys, welcome to Devlog 16 here for Brothers Apart. Let's go over what happened this week. So I'm just going to run the game here. Never get used to this mustache. The hair's in my nose. So the first thing I want to show you, well, I think the biggest thing I did, I've been putting it off for a little while, is saving. So the whole save system. Now you'll be able to go into the game, save, which isn't attached to any specific event at this point. I hit 1 on my number pad right now and it saves the game. I'm going to connect it to kind of like an object. I think it's going to be sort of like, well, I don't want to generalize it, like Majora's Mask. So you hit the, here we go. When you hit the owl, you save the game, or you're given the option. So I'll show you here. You go to New Game. You go to File 1, it shows you what you got. Empty save. File 2, File 3 is empty. File 1, 40 minutes, holy cow. Me and my youngest son were actually playing. I run around as the wolf, and he runs around as the Lion, the player character, which funny enough is actually based off of him, because he's my youngest son. So he's 3 years old, so he's running around, I'm playing as the wolf. So we've got 40 minutes played on File 1 here, so I can load that up. Oh no, I went to New Game anyway. So let's, we're starting a new game here, but the whole system, I'm just actually going to get back out of here. We can go to Continue and load a file. These are empty saves. I'm clicking them right now. They don't load. File 1, let's load up. And it saved my settings too, where everything's turned up. There we go. So I had the controller connected earlier and me and him were playing. Oh, now the wolf's not moving either. So I'm going to turn P2 control off, go back, resume, and that's a glitch that I've been aware of. So when you turn off player 2 controls, it actually reverts to giving the keyboard controls to the second player until you switch screens, I think. Yep, there we go. So now it's behaving properly. So we've got saving, we got loading. Right now, if I hit the 1 key on the number pad, it's going to save. Eventually, it'll be an object you find in all the towns, near your house. When you interact with it, you save the game. So that was the first thing I did. I got my list here. Well, it wasn't the first thing, it was actually the last thing, but it was the biggest thing. Now you can push the wolf out of the way. So let me show you that. I think the most prominent spot was this shop here. You open the shop up, and you can see monsters standing right in the way. So if I walk into her now, push her out of the way. And it doesn't have to be as, obvious as that. If I walk into her while she's idling, she moves out of the way, which is nice, because up until this point, I would have had to do this. Tab, move her out of the way, and then go over to the person here. So that was kind of nice to do. Now it's not so annoying. And I've simplified the code. So I think I said that last week's devlog. The code that does monsters pathfinding, I just tuned it down so that she's really just following me, trying to be on my right hand side. So I'll show you what I mean. So if I draw my bow, I turn right, she tries to get out of the way for the most part. I don't have any arrows in my hand, but I'd be shooting behind her right now. So she's out of my way while I'm shooting my bow. But what it was like before was, if I went somewhere she couldn't get, her pathfinding would constantly, every frame, try to solve it, and if it couldn't solve it, it would try to solve it again. So now at this point, our pathfinding is basically just follow my X and Y. So it's a little bit goofy. Look, here we go. What I'm going to do, I haven't done it yet, is just change it. So once she's out of screen, it's going to poof her back to me. I'm bleeding now. What's going on? Oh no. I'm out of food and water. 1, 2, 3. I'm out of water. Let's eat some butterflies. Sure. Dragonflies, why not? Firefly, grasshoppers. Got lots of food. Let's go eat some water. I'm gonna drink some water. I'm gonna go down to the lake down here. Or sorry, the pond. So now I got lots of food and water. Monster's probably running down here. Let's eat this mushroom here. There we go. So now my health will recover. So that was the next biggest thing I did, was get Monster going, and it was just kind of, it would kill your FPS to have her always looking for a way to figure out how to get to you. And I cleaned up the code when you hit pause, so you can see how you get this little text box. Now all of the words fit within the text box all the time. For the most part anyway, I haven't found one that hasn't. But now you can see it just looks better. And if I was to go and cook, go find this little stove I put over here. All the text fits nice, and all of the ingredients over here in your inventory fit. So look at that, frog legs, cooked frog. Found a frog. Those are very rare, and you'll need them to go fishing for the rarest fish. They only actually occur, while I've got you here watching this video. Oh, that's not the right spot. They only occur in reeds every once in a while, so don't mind me just warping around here. I'll show you, what's this little town called? Wellwood. So Wellwood is kind of a swamp, but it's a really good place to find frogs. So if I go over here, you'll see these reeds here. So frogs will appear very seldomly, once every, I want to say it's every 15 minutes in the reeds. So you can see there's no frogs jumping around, but every now and then there's a dragonfly. Dragonflies are the same way, but they appear a lot more commonly. You scoop them up like that with the, while you've got your hand out. And this is Wellwood, one of the future towns that just hasn't been done yet. Sorry, not that it hasn't been done, but it hasn't been populated. So I've got all the houses, I've kind of laid it out. I just haven't got anybody living here. I think so. That's it, really. Yeah, that's all I did this week. I meant to do, I'm gonna get out of the game so that the music stops. I meant to do the Ludum Dare, the theme, after sitting there for 2 hours straight, trying to figure out a way to make a game about a loop. Couldn't figure it out. And I'm sure I could have made like an infinite runner, but that just didn't click with me. No games that I really wanted to focus on. So I didn't spend 48 hours making that. Instead, I made a save system, and that was probably the hardest part of this week's progress. So going forward, now I've got a save system. I'm tempted to do a difficulty system. Easy, medium, hard, and permadeath, which is just hard, except you die, it's over. Kind of tempted to do that, but I might just start populating Solace, because like I said last week, Solace is the first town. It's kind of your introduction to the game. I want to finish that so that I can push a demo. And if you haven't already wishlisted the game, you can see the Steam page down there. I should probably update the Steam page with some new pictures. but it's there. So this week I hope to populate Solace with at least one more family or a couple people, and that would be good progress. And then I've got the whole weekend off this coming weekend, and actually I think it's Canadian Thanksgiving, so I might get a lot of work done. Other than that, though, I'll see you next Sunday. And if you haven't already, follow my YouTube, follow my Twitter, and go wishlist the game if you think it would be fun to play. If you follow me on Twitter, I'll probably wind up giving it away a whole lot. So just follow my Twitter, and I've got a lot of giveaways going on. But yeah, I'll see you next Sunday. Thanks for watching, and take care.